Gonna be a beautiful day, man.
Yeah.
Bluebird.
Yeah.
Wind's supposed to die.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Well, welcome back to the channel. Today is another very special and tough Alpine adventure. I've got Eric with me today. He's up there on the skis, crushing it. Today we're headed up the mountain. We're gonna hike about 13 miles round trip, 12 to 13, something like that. We're gonna gain about 1,400 feet of elevation. We're gonna be fishing at 11,432 feet above sea level, chasing after some giant cutthroat trout. I'm dreaming about icing this lake for probably 3 or 4 years now. And we've hit some really beautiful conditions here in November, late November. It's a couple days before Thanksgiving, and we haven't had much snow. Probably gonna drill through about, my prediction is maybe 10 to 12 inches of ice up there and fish a very special lake that probably has never been ice fished before. Here we go. Oh, you're right, Eric. I did screw us up. My bad. We were supposed to turn down there. That is my fault. Bill, you gotta cut this part out. I'm not a bad navigator. I don't know why I thought it was gonna take us to the turn where we needed to be, but either way, just got a quick jaunt down now. No big deal. Easy hike today. Not the worst. Okay, now we're back on track. Let's go. Okay, we are officially off the road. We have so far put in 3.9 miles, some of which is my fault. We've got 3 miles left. We're making killer time. We're making like 19-minute miles. But now we're officially off the road and on the trail. So far, so good. It looks like people have actually hiked the trail, skied the trail, and it's packed down. So my feet right now, we are not post-holing. We're only walking through maybe, I pushed down like 8 inches of snow, something like that. Eric is just cruising along with his skis, and I've just got hiking boots with, winter hiking boots with crampons on. So the time is now 9:21, and since we've been making 20-minute miles, it is honestly possible that we're fishing by about 10:30 a.m., 11 a.m., when the wind is supposed to die down. That's what we're hoping for. Definitely deeper here, but still not post-holing. Pretty thankful for that, because I didn't bring my snowshoes. I'm going to space them out. It's like a classic fishing trip, you know? I always forget one thing. Got about 1 mile to go, and we're there. On ice, ready to fish. The wind does seem like it's dying down, so could be a magical day. Could be a good one. It is so nice when that wind isn't blowing. Oh my gosh. Ooh, slush. Slushy up top here. But we made it. Kind of a brutal one. Honestly, at the end, the wind is crazy right now, as you can hear it. There, it died down a little bit. It's still windy up here. Kind of a brutal last hour of a hike. I post-holed. Wasn't fun. I wish I'd have brought my snowshoes, but I forgot. So we're out here though. It is just before 11. Oh, sorry, actually quarter after 11. And yeah, 6 miles to get here. Quite the hike. Eric is skiing across the lake like a badass. Just about to our moment of truth here. Eric's gonna drill the first hole. He's guessing 11, I'm guessing 12. We're gonna be right, both of us. It's gonna be 11 and a half. Ooh, it's quite a bit.
I think it's less than, I think maybe 10 at the most. Maybe 8.
8. Let me grab my, I got a tape. Inches.
Well, I guess by Price is Right rules,
You win. Yep. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's sketchy. Yeah, that's like 3 inches. Maybe 2. Sketchy, man.
Wow, I'm glad you checked it.
Huh. It looks like the least sketchy ice on this lake is actually the cloudy ice, and the most is clear. So I got this, I got the auger in case I do go through a little bit here. It'll brace me, and I'm just gonna walk back to shore here carefully, and then go over where I want to go, which is by these cliffs. Hopefully it's just not as windy. I want to go by that waterfall, and that's kind of the goal. So I know basically that it gets really deep. Ooh, a little soft there. I don't like that at all. A little soft. So I'm gonna carefully walk a little bit here. I'm gonna drill a hole right here and start checking along the way, because I do not trust this ice today. That's deeper. That's good ice. It's good ice. There's definitely a slush layer right now. I am walking just very carefully on this ice. And I am kind of sketched out about the whole thing. So, like I said, if 1 foot fell through, it wouldn't be the worst. I got this auger. Feel pretty safe with it. So, try one right here. That's good ice. Much better ice. This is where me and Steph were fishing in the open water. So, like I said, it seems not so sketchy right here. Boy, that was a creepy pocket. Another one right here. There we go. That felt good. Nice and thick. That's like 8 inches. That's much better. Yeah, this is pretty much where I want to fish. Kind of right in here. I think I'm just gonna drill some holes along the shore here. Keep checking ice. Bill, I brought shakes all the way up here. I gotta eat something, right? Yeah. It's almost no wind. This ice looks not the best because it's there's open water right there, so I'm just gonna carefully come kind of right here. Looks like 4 or 5 are clear, and then some pretty crappy slushy looking ice. Probably stay away from that. I do want to drill some slushy. Multiple slush layers. Ugh. It is not the best ice. It is thick. That is for sure. Super white. Really not the best looking ice. So I think this is probably the safest right here. right along where we drilled. I'm feeling pretty good about that. Some warm clothes on and fish. I feel like I should get a jaw jacker set up just while we're waiting. While we're changing clothes. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. Sure is a nice day to be up here though. Even though it's a little windy, it's not as windy as it can be, like 35, 40 mile an hour winds. So this is about like a perfect day down in the Front Range where I live. It's actually gonna be like 65. There she goes into the depths. It'd be cool if it got really tight real quick and I knew there was a fish on there. They're probably not night crawlers this high up. 432 feet above sea level, but it seems to work. So what I like to do is hike up in as like little less clothes as possible. So I only have pants on. I have a couple layers up top, like just a t-shirt and a cotton t-shirt, even 2 long sleeves, and then even just 1 pair of stupid cotton socks. Then what I do when I get up here is then I end up layering up and I stay nice and cozy. So first thing we're gonna do is change out our socks. Cotton ones that are all sweated up. To a couple of nice woolly boys that are not. What else did I bring? Stay cozy. These are some nice gloves. Thank you, Striker. Striker sent me and Bill a bunch of gear, so I'm trying out their mitts. They're pretty slick. They've got a liner glove, which is awesome, which you can take and put your thumb and your index finger in and out for a little bit more dexterity, or put them in there, and then you can fully cozy up if you want to after doing that by putting the whole thing in the mitt. I think what I'm going to end up putting on is a hair jig. I think I'm going to tie the one on that Aaron. These are Trout squid mitts, aka Opportunity Fishing. If you're on the YouTube, go check them out. Tied for me. And I've been using it, and it has been crushing in these alpine lakes and early ice, so try that out. I always feel like black is a pretty good color for super clear lakes. Looks the most natural. Got her tied on there, and the dexterity is pretty good with these gloves. So far I'm digging them. Thank you again, Striker Ice. Let me see how this hole's already slushed up. That's how it works up here. So we're gonna take this and, oh man, look at that. See, it's already, I'm gonna have to bring the auger with me and just continually clean them out. Yeah, that one's already gone. This one's already gone. I wanted to set one right by the waterfall here. There it is. This one looks like he wants to stay open-ish. got the jaw jacker all set up over there on the cliff where I wanted it. God willing, it'll go off. So on this one, we're using it's a leech pattern. I don't think there's leeches up here, but it looks nice and flashy for them. It's a little heavier too, so I can get down there to see how far bottom is here. She's still going. It is deep, guys, deep. So there are huge cutthroats in this lake. It is a super deep lake. It's actually a pretty big lake for an alpine lake, and I've never ice fished it before, so this is my first time ice fishing it. Eric has iced it before. He iced it in like March. We are icing it on let's see here, it is November 22nd, 2023, not 2024. We are not going in the future today, guys. We're gonna see if we can get some cutties through the ice. Just gonna work the column. Gloves are nice and cozy. I think it's probably about noon now that I'm all set up. Yep, 12:13. We'll give it a couple hours. Haven't heard any whooping from Eric yet. Any fish?
Nope.
None?
None.
No fish from Eric yet. He's jigging, working that column. No clue where they're at. Did not bring any, you know, fish finders, nothing like that. We're just fishing blind, fishing by feel. Wow, Bill, I'm so glad I brought this delicious protein smoothie all the way up here. Otherwise I'd be hungry, you know? But now I'm gonna be hydrated and not hungry. It's noon. So this is my lunch. It's probably like 1,500 calories.
About a month and a half ago, I actually caught some off of this shore over here. So I'm thinking maybe they're still hanging out over on that side of the lake. I think we should go drill a couple of holes over closer to this shore. I also noticed that this side of the lake over here seems to be the first part of the lake that gets sun, so maybe they tend to gravitate towards this side, particularly now because there's still some light penetrating the ice. You know, later on in the season, this lake gets covered in deep and actually very heavy snow. It took me an hour, I think, just to get down, dig through the snow and get through the ice. I think there was, I don't know, at least 3 or 4 feet of snow on top of the ice. Zero light penetration. But right now there is still light penetration. So maybe, just maybe, those fish are hanging out over here in the light. We're gonna find out.
She thinks my jigging's sexy. What's he doing? Gonna ski over here and get the auger? Yeah, probably. Somebody get the auger?
Yeah.
Any bites?
No,
None.
my working theory at the moment, we'll see. Maybe they're over on that shore.
Oh, I agree. I feel like we should have got at least one bite so far. We should have got one fish. Oh, hopefully your theory is right.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'll truck on over to you if it is. Pretty deep, I gotta tell you.
Deep?
Deep.
Even here?
Oh my God.
How deep is it right here?
30, 40, 50, 60, I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I can't even find bottom.
Yeah, same out there.
Really? In the middle?
Yeah, I kept going till probably 50, 60.
Yeah.
And then just kind of gradually worked it up to see if there's anything in the water column.
We're just hoping for a hungry trout. Feel like there's got to be 1 or 2 in this lake that are hungry. Don't you guys think? 6 miles to get here. 6 miles to go downhill. I really don't want to go home empty-handed, such that we don't even keep any fish or make a freaking video. It's been a beautiful video. We have been good boys. We have been good boys. I feel like we deserve a fish. Please God, please God. Couldn't ask for a better day. Like, I can't believe the jaw jacker hasn't went off. You know, big juicy worm on there. What is going on? 119. I swear I'm jigging like nicely. You know, taking my time, being patient. good boy. I feel like I deserved to catch a trout today. Hiked all the way up here. Just asking very nicely, please God, please help me catch a fish. Please help me catch a big giant trout. Big giant cutthroats. Please. The only reason I'm thinking about going over to Eric is because then we can have 2 jaw jackers out. I feel like desperate times call for desperate measures. I might do it. I might head over there after this. Here you go, you got one. Got one! Yep, just as I said that. We are going over to Eric because he has figured out where the fish are. All right, so now we're gonna pack up here, go over to Eric. So Eric found the fish. His theory was right. We're gonna get another jaw jacker out. We're gonna save this freaking video. This is supposed to be fishing with Lance. And we're failing, guys. We're failing. I hate that. I don't want to fail. I want to crush. So we're going over to Eric now. Keep Eric figuring it out. One of us had to. You know? Okay. Oh yeah, he's taking a picture. He caught a fish. We're coming. We're going over there. He has figured out the lake. These fish are not by the cliffs, apparently. How big? How big?
Probably 12, 13.
All right.
Yeah.
Something. What'd you catch him on?
My little tiny jig with the wax gulp.
Okay. Good deal. Are you hitting bottom here?
I did hit the bottom.
All right.
It's probably a few feet off the bottom.
Okay.
There's got a hole drilled over there that I haven't used yet.
What if we put a jaw jacker in that hole? Dude, I was just talking to myself over there saying I was gonna call it quits.
Yeah.
And come over, we're in that spot I was at, and come over to you.
Talking to myself saying I should have brought a sonar so we could find the fish.
Yeah, that too. But maybe your theory's right. Could be.
Fish on.
Fish on again?
Yep.
Way to be, Eric.
Yes!
All right, dude. Eric has found the fish, and I am thankful for it.
Yes! This one's a little smaller, but still very nice fish. This one's probably 11. Ooh, that one's got an interesting defect on that fin. So that fin is sort of is halfway missing. Pretty interesting little defect. There she goes. It sure is nice up here.
Oh man.
It's a good day for it.
Yeah.
A little windy, but can't complain overall.
Right. Not the worst, right?
No.
Eric drilled a bunch of holes over here, so I'll give him a shot. Now, Bill, you might be asking, hey Lance, why do you do it like that? Because then it's gliding on the way down, and like it just looks a lot more, it gives it some pause, you know. It's like it'll pause and maybe a fish will see it and my line will go sideways. At least that's what I want to happen. That's bottom right there. Yep. There we go. Finally.
Let's go.
Finally. Yeah! Nice one.
Yes.
All right, a pinky. Look at that thing. Man, they're pretty, aren't they? Were yours this fat? About this size?
The first one was.
Yeah. I'm keeping today too. Look at that. Perfect. Almost, pretty much at the bottom too.
Yeah, close to.
Yeah. Not going home empty-handed. Cool.
Yeah.
all the way down there. Those are nice little fights all the way down there, aren't they? A big one would be great. All right, the old trusty brown sparkly guy, hair jig, did the trick. Fat little sucker. I was shocked there was a fish there, guys. I was just jigging it right here. Just a little bit off bottom, nice and soft. And then clamp, it was there. I was like, oh, cool. About time.
Oh, yes, fish on. Fish on. Oh, it's a nice one. Yes, yes. It's about like yours, I think. Super pink.
Bigger?
About like my first one. About 12.
Oh, nice. Yeah, they're fat, dude. They're nice. Oh. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Found him.
Found him. Awesome. Eric coming through today. Big time.
Yep, hooked up on the Swedish pimple. Sure enough, I had a feeling. Fish on! Yeah! Yeah, maybe a little smaller. Classic Swedish pimple too, just the silver and red. Silver with the red little dot thingy. Beautiful little cutty. Kind of plump. Very healthy looking. That's I guess that's 4 on the day, so man, can't complain. Anytime I fish up at this altitude, my goal for the day is 1 fish.
I'm good to call it, Eric. Jaw jacker sucked today, Bill. Sucked. But there's no skunk. We found where they are. Made a video. Eric did great filming. All right, well, that is going to do it for this episode. I hope you like this episode. Heck of a journey to get here. Not any giants, but we did end up finding the fish, so it was a successful trip. It's always a good trip. You get outdoors, catch a fish, have some fun, hang out with your buddies. Thanks for watching. If you like this episode, you know what to do. Leave me a positive comment, like, subscribe. See you next.